Now I hope you can hear me. For crying out loud. One of those nights. It is going to be one of those nights. Just make sure we are going because I'm on Stream Labs and I don't trust it. So just bear with me while I check and make sure we're going. My camera, that camera up there, decided not to work. So I've had to download software and it's working now. It's going to be one of those nights. Where am I? Is it going? Does it say I'm live? It says live there for members only. Is it my camera? That camera up there decided not to work, so I've had to download. Bit quiet, innit? Put the volume up. It's working now. Is that louder? Just bear with me. Is that louder? Yes, right, we're off. We're off. We're off and running. We're off and running. Right. Hey up. Welcome to a sketch time. I've forgotten. 35? I don't know. But for members only, the live stream. I'll make it public, later. Toigs ASMR drawing. So we're going to be drawing a picture. What we're going to be drawing, I'll tell you. I'll show you. If I can find me blooming stuff. Why isn't it showing? There we go. There she is. We're drawing that picture. I think it's an AI image that I found on Pinterest, and I thought a nice smile. So we'll draw that. Yeah. So there we go. So that's what we're drawing. I've had to faff about with the connections for the microphone again. So we're back in the. We're not the USB. We're the other one now. Tell you one of those days. Oh, and keyframe frequencies off as well. I hate streaming. I do. I bloody hate it. Streamlabs goes all jerky. StreamYards don't work properly. StreamYards won't let me have more than one blooming camera unless I want to pay him like $1 million a month. I'm fed up. I am genuinely fed up today. I've had to chase the cat out because just as we're about to start, she decided to knock everything over. So how do I do that then? It's saying here, this an error. Look, I'll show you, bloody hell. There we go. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know what they're talking about. I have no idea. It says open widget. What does that do? Don't know. Shall I click it? See what happens. See what happens if I click it. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything. I don't know. I don't know how to change that. Anyway, what the heck? Right, so we'll get on with this picture, shall we? I'm not even putting any music on. I can't be bothered. What did Wingrace say earlier on? Better be drawing and talking about UFO. No, we're not talking about UFOs tonight. Maybe a bit of Stargate, maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to be drawing anyway, so we'll get on with it, shall we? Where's my pencil? Right. Hang on. Off we jolly well go. Right, I shall begin. Oh, hang on. I lowered myself, have I? Popped myself down in the corner. We'll do that now then. Whee! That'll do. And add the other camera. There it is. Move it over here a bit. For some reason, all the boxes changed as well when I rejigged the camera for some weird reason. I don't know why. Always go the wrong way. Right, off we go. We shall begin. Drawing a picky wick. I re-uploaded a video as well today because of YouTube's blooming copyright system that is not fit for purpose. I've told them, I sent them a message on X. I added YouTube and told them to sort out their copyright system. I'm sure they'll listen to me. Oh dear. We're now going to studio do a copyright claim on a blooming on a trailer. They release trailers to publicise their films. They should be paying me and other people who review their trailers because we're publicising their bloody films for them. I know it's not them, it's the companies they probably hire to find this stuff. So I'm in a mood. So there. And Justin's here. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the stream. Take quiet. Apart from the scratching of my pencil. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to have to zoom in on this a bit. There we go. Wingress says a lot of time is the music in the trailer too. Yeah, there is that as well. Justin sent some money my way. Thank you. Where's my bloody mouse pointer gone? It's there. A $1.99 super sticker saying mood. Because I'm in a mood. Because I'm in a miserable bugger. Anyway. So thank you, Justin. That's very, very kind of you. That has lifted my spirits somewhat. Hey. This drawing of mine is going to look rubbish, as I can tell. I'm going to be all over the place with it. Which is dumb? Who was going to your video to listen to 20 seconds of a song instead of buying it? Exactly, it's mental. Justin says, yeah, the copyright stuff is a tad out of hand at times. It is, it's crazy. But it's only on YouTube, it seems, as far as I can tell. So other platforms, Rumble, Spotify, I've never had a copyright claim on either of those. And I upload the same stuff, pretty much, to those, the live stuff, to those places. what they're called? I've forgotten. My brain's not working. wonder why I picked this picture. I know it's because of a smile, but it's giving me One Piece vibes. I don't even like One Piece. Well, not very much. Look at no, I'm lying. It's not that I don't like One Piece, the live action. I thought it were all right. But I didn't think it was as good as everybody made it out to be. When I say everybody, I mean some people. Justin says, how was the Beaver movie? About as good as you could expect. I had to sleep before my extra shift, so my apologies, friends. Don't worry about it. I actually thought you were there. I could have sworn I saw messages from you. I must have been in some sort of trance during that stream. So you must have been there in spirit. You were sending psychic vibes. It was okay, One Piece. Yeah, it was okay. But some people online were making it out to be the best thing since sliced bread. A.K.A. Gary at Nerdrotic. You'd think it was the most amazing thing ever committed to film, the way he goes on about it. Like he did with Picard Season 3. He gets over enthusiastic with stuff he likes, which is fair enough. Justin says, everyone says I'm very in tune with the vibes. Are you an empathic soul? He says, whoa, Star Trek Picard Season 3 is a masterpiece. Not a bloody hint. Compared to Seasons 1 and 2, it is. I have problems with some aspects of Season 3. Sorry that. Hang on, I'll have to go back into it. I've missed messages. Wingress says, because everything is a war to people on both sides. You can't just think something is okay if you're fighting for culture. It's annoying. Thing is that I find a lot of things to be okay. I don't get overexcited about a lot of things, to be completely honest. Which is probably why, I haven't got an amazing channel. Plus, I'm rubbish. Justin says, the Picard Season 3 slander will not stand. I enjoyed it. I just didn't think it was as good as everybody or people made it out to be. Wiggles says, Picard Season 3 is good, would be better as a movie. Yes, I agree. I maintain that if it was the first thing that came out after Nemesis, people would hate it a lot more. I don't know. Maybe so. And Justin says, I will say, out of all the Trek in 10 years, it was the best. Yes, it was. The formula forward was there. Yes. And season 2 was terrible. Apart from the first episode were okay of season 2. But then it just went downhill, didn't it? Yeah, so there we go. Caught up. Back to the picky. We've got some hair. There. Where on the stair? Right there. Wingrace says, I prefer Prodigy season 2 to Picard season 3, but they're both good. Another Prodigy I thought were okay. Another thing that I thought were okay. I didn't blow me away. And how I felt about Lower Decks. I hated that to begin with, and then ended up really liking it. So there we go. And I'm still a fan of Strange New Worlds, despite its problems. Got that song going around my head now. The little mouse with clogs on. Oh dear. Justin says, yes, the first episode of season 2 was good, and Q was good. Plus it's John Delancey. I didn't like what they did with Q, but John Delancey is always good, isn't he? Legacy should have got a chance, and Terry should have taken over. According to Terry Metalis and Gary at Nerdrotic, because I watched they did a panel today at MegaCon in Florida, and according to Gary at Nerdrotic, Terry Metalis has said after season 2 of Starfleet Academy, it's done, there's no more. We're hoping that we weren't going to get a season 2. But anyway, they should have just written it off as a tax write-off, but never mind. Justin says, Prodigy is good. Oh, excuse me. Past my bedtime. Prodigy is good. Season 1 was better, in my opinion. I honestly can't remember, to be honest. They've kind of melded into like just one big season for me. So I can't remember which was the better of the two. Lower Decks is fun, but too Rick and Morty-ish. Yes, yeah. At times it does get a bit wearing, doesn't it? But I liked it. I don't know. I think it's because I kind of fell in love with the California class starship. I think that's why I liked it, and I want one of my very own to fly around in space in. But anyway, Strange New Worlds is okay, but season 1 and 2 were good. After very hit and miss. Yes, season 3 wasn't as good as seasons 1 and 2. I loved seasons 1 and 2. I've got them on. I bought them on Blu-ray. I think it's the only Kurtzman Trek I've got, physical copies of. Seasons 1 and 2 of Strange New Worlds. Didn't even get season 3 of Picard. I thought about it. I think it's in my wish list on Amazon, and I never bought it. Am I going a bit wrong here? I don't. Probably am, knowing me. Wingate says, I like Lower Decks, but I don't take it as actual canon. Yeah, same here. I'm same with Strange New Worlds. I don't think of it as actual canon. Justin says, I'm a Berman and Ira Star Trek guy. Exactly. And Winger says, it's a comedy show within universe based upon real events. I only own Prodigy because you can't get it anymore, so I figured I better. Lol. Hey. I haven't got Prodigy on physical media, but I've got the game. Does that count? I've gone wrong here somewhere, haven't I? I've gone wrong with the hair. I'll just have to improvise. Doesn't really matter. Really? When all's said and done. Who gives them monkeys? Hope I'm in focus. Am I? Yeah, I think I am. Go and clip clippity clop on the stair. Right there. He says, I bought the game too because they removed that from all online stores. Got it physically but never played it. You're not really missing out. It's okay. It's okay. Justin says, I think Star Trek needs to go away for a while. It could probably do to, but I don't think it is gonna, is it? But yeah, it could probably do to. And then Winger says, meanwhile, Marina Sirius, Marina Sirius doesn't understand what Legacy is supposed to be. No, she doesn't, because they asked her about it. Oh, she blurted out, people don't see 70-year-olds going around in space. It's not about you, Marina. You might not even be in it, but never mind. We have 1.5 to 2 years left. 2 seasons of Strange New Worlds and 1 of Academy, so we won't feel it until the end of 2027. Just in time for Stargate to appear on Amazon. That will be toy-gnostication. There is stuff I like in New Trek, but this says Justin, but they need to really figure out what they want to be. It's too Star Wars-ish now. It's not like Star Trek. For the most part right now, is it? Anyway. Right, where were we? Right, back up to the top. Justin says, does anyone watch Frakes and Brent's pod? It is good. No, I don't watch it. I don't watch it. Even stopped watching the others. Trip and Malcolm Reed's. I forgot, but Dominic Keating and Connor Trinier. I even stopped watching their podcast. Not deliberately. I just forgot about it, to be honest. So no, I've not started watching the what's it called? They call it name dropping or something like that. They call it, don't they? No. Too many bloody celebrities getting their own podcasts. Leave some room on YouTube for us plebs. For God's sake, you don't need the money. They need a writer's room of all the new people and a clear direction. Yes, that's true for Star Trek, yes. And Grace says, I mean, for Discovery, they did kind of have that, and then they fired one of them, didn't they, because he made a joke, or no, he used a curse word while telling the story to the others, and basically they got him fired, didn't they? Bloody snowflakes and all that shite. Oh, don't get me going. So he dodged a bullet there, didn't he? I don't really watch any of those podcasts. Says, yes, Win Grace, better execution and a clear-looking design. It's too glossy now. I mean, yeah, and the ship designs. We're still going, yes. And the ship designs in Starfleet Academy, Star Trek Discovery are bloody awful. They were better in season 3 of Picard, yes, so I'll give it that. We got some nice starships in that. But they're ugly. Blooming ugly starships in most of Kurtzman Trek. They took those from Star Trek Online in season 3 of Picard. I know they took the Enterprise F, didn't they? That was from Star Trek Online. Were the others as well? Good. They should do more of that. Still got that song going around in my head. That bloody mouse on the stair. Some of the Discovery ships were okay, not many of them. I didn't mind the Shenzhou, apart from the bridge were in the wrong place. But And I hate bridge windows. You know, the view screen's a window. I hate that. Wingray says, sorry. A couple of them were from Star Trek Online. Then the tightening lower decks was based on a fan campaign to design the Lunar class. Okie dokie. I don't like any of the 32nd century ships. They all look like crap. Yes, they do. I don't mind the Athena, but it's not great. No, it's terrible. And Justice says, I agree. The window view screen was terrible. That was a JJ move. Yes, it was. We got that in the JJ Treks, and they even ran with it for the blooming Franklin. I mean, you could say fair enough because it's the universe. It's an alternate universe after the I forgot the name of the ship. The Romulan ship came through, and that's when the timeline changed. But and so they all got blooming windows for view screens. But then when in Star Trek Beyond, when we had the Franklin, which were from obviously before the timeline change, that had a blooming view screen window. It's because they're idiots. Just say they're idiots. Also, warp turned into almost hyperspace. Because J.J. Abrams, as he doesn't understand space, he's supposed to be a sci-fi fan, but he doesn't understand anything about science fiction. He just knows what he's learned at film school, how to write scripts and all that stuff, and how things that look cool, but. Anyway, Wingray says the Franklin is pre-time change. Yeah, no, I've just been talking about that. I'm saying it shouldn't have had a bridge window, but they messed it up, didn't they? Of course, they're blithering idiots. They're not. They're not. They just don't care. They just don't care. As long as something looks cool, that's all they're bothered about. Anyway. They took the warp effect from Bag. I mean, I don't know. BSG. Yeah, the sudden stop. I hate that as well. Isn't Picard prime timeline? Well, supposedly. They say it's all prime timeline, don't they? In the Kurtzman Trek, but not really, is it? I mean, some have argued that the timeline changed after First Contact, didn't the Star Trek First Contact? When the Borg went back in time. They've said, that changed the timeline, which is why the NX-01 is kind of snazzier looking than it should be. I mean, why did they go from saucer sections to the I forgot what do you call it now? The Daedalus class, You know, with the ball saucer section, if you know what I mean. 'Cause they obviously came after the NXO one, didn't they? Those. It's oh god, it keeps going off the bloody screen. It's supposed to be, but I don't consider it to be. No, neither do I. It's all kind of, Kelvin-ish timeline. That's what I class it as. So Strange New World specifically changed the timeline. Yes, it did from the 90s forward, so it doesn't matter really. Different timeline for all. Yes, it is. So they changed Khan, didn't they? And his timeline. He was supposed to be born in the 50s or something, wasn't he? Just says, I agree, because Picard would never leave the Enterprise. See, I've gone from bloody mice on stairs to the girl from Ipanema. I'm not putting any music on. I'm not. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm just seeing if you said anything else. You haven't. Then teeth. Teeth are tricky and all. Looks like the fucking Joker. We says, I wanted the post-Picard galaxy-spanning archaeology adventure for Picard. That'd have been cool. Post-retirement, I mean, yeah, but they had to go and bugger it up, didn't they, with all this nonsense about blooming robot revolutions and I mean, why? And Picard doing the evacuation of Romulus. She still looks like the bloody Joker, don't she? I told you I'm going to bugger this up. And Justin agrees. It doesn't like that Strange New Worlds did that. You mean the timeline thing, messing with Khan and all that? But I still like Strange New Worlds, like I said, but despite its problems. And Justin says, see, I totally disagree. Season 1 is good, just executed badly. Of Picard. When I first watched it, Picard, Season 1, I quite enjoyed it up to the last episode, which was terrible. They killed him, and the blooming things coming from another dimension. But I think I've tried watching it again and I can't get into it. But I've done that with Star Trek Picard season 3. I tried watching that again and it annoyed me. I turned it off. Right at the beginning as well. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood. You know, when Beverly sacrifices a crew to the, well, we didn't know it at the time, but the changelings, just so she can escape. Didn't like that. Needed 13 episodes to make that story work. I was tempted to do a UFO stream tonight. I did find some news items where I thought, no, I'll save them. I'll save them for next time. So next Sunday will probably be a UFO news stream. Oh, pardon me, burping. I've had fish fingers, chips and beans for my tea. That's why I'm burping. Wingrace says, I always thought season 1 of Picard season 3 was the worst episode of the whole season. You mean, I don't know. Even when it was new, I was like, this is why everyone is impressed. Okie dokie. I didn't mind season 1 for the most part. Apart from, there were annoying bits in it. So there always is in Kurtzman Trek where I'm rolling my eyes, but I put up with it. I mean, I liked season 1 of Discovery because it was new and different and I gave it a chance and then it just went all wrong after that. He says, maybe we're just not hip anymore, guys. We don't understand what the young kids want these days in their entertainment. Surprised they didn't do an episode. And you never know, Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds keeps doing these, kooky episodes. Do you think they'll do an episode in portrait mode rather than landscape? I wonder if anybody's thought of that in the writer's room. They enter a universe where everything's vertical. Somehow. Don't ask me how, I don't know. Wingrace, no. Episode 1 of season 3, not very good compared to where it went. Oh, right, fair enough, right. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. I'm going to have to give it another go because I remember pretty much liking it. Not loving it, as I said, still too many unanswered questions. But that bit with blooming Beverly sacrificing a crew, I turned it off, I got mad. They're all screaming for her help and she just locks them in that room. To die? I think they died, did they? I don't know, I can't remember. I mean, were the bad uns anyway? I've no idea. If there were, why were they part of her crew? I don't know. I'll have to try and watch it again. I've too much stuff to watch though. I'm still trying to watch season 4 of Voyager. I think I'm only about halfway through that. just watched Year of Hell. That's as far as I'm up to. I think I've just finished that. I think, or maybe 1 or 2 episodes after that. I can't remember. I can't say I've lost track of the comments now. Go back over here. What's happened here? Why are they all not displaying? Hang on. Live chat. There we go. Right. Where were we? People are very different now and have a very different look on the world. Yes, these young uns these days. Wingrace says, I'm guessing a black and white episode and a silent episode are coming. I guess puppets 2 years before they announced it. It's because you're a pan-dimensional mega being. You are, omniscient. She says, I hated Bev in season 3. She did Picard dirty. Pretty much. Named Picard's kid after her dead husband. I mean, bloody hell. And it says, I like the end there. Back together. Nah, not cool. It's Picard though, isn't it? I mean, and it's Beverly, isn't it? She's still kind of hot, even though she's had a lot of work done as Cheryl. But I wouldn't say no, to be honest. Anyway. Hang on. I just guess they'd take all the gimmicks from Buffy. But yeah, they're getting there, aren't they? They've done the musical episode, now the puppets. There'll be one where they all lose their voices and they can't speak, and there'll be some alien killing people. Justy says, no, puppets, only Angel worked with that. He's a bloody puppet. Oh, you're a bloody puppet, don't he? Spike. You're a bloody puppet. William the Bloody. It's like we dodged a bullet with that Buffy series, didn't we? I actually thought they'd started actually making, the series, but I think they've cancelled it before, shots were fired, so to speak. So it's like we've got away with that one after seeing the scripts that have leaked online, or the script, or the pilot. Well, not the pilot, the first episode. Yeah, what a pilot, wasn't it? Justin says, I will say, take my takes with a grain of salt. I wanted Avengers Endgame to end with Thanos winning again. Okay. I don't think they could. No. He won the end of Infinity War. We'll give him that. But the good guys have got to win overall, haven't they? Or have they? I mean, some might argue that Thanos did win because he was proven right when all them people just suddenly reappeared and didn't seem to help a lot, did it? Getting everyone back. But anyway. I think they will make it since Xander passed away. I don't know. They might give him another chance. Maybe they might say, come up with another idea, or rewrite the script or whatever. But that script that they were wanting to do got turned away, didn't it? Wingrace says, I'd like to see the first script. The first script the executive made them rewrite the whole thing and then cancelled it anyway. I mean, if there's another one, then that must have been even worse. But the executive that cancelled it, well, he allegedly wasn't a Buffy fan. He must have been the Les Moonves of Buffy. Just says Avengers Doomsday will end with everyone will be taken out. Maybe so. That's what they're saying, isn't it? That a lot of people are going to die in it. Characters and stuff that we know. Wingray says he said if it, oh, for God's sake, he said if it was too corny, they needed to make it darker and grittier. So they had to grit it up. Justice says we lost Nicholas Brendan, Chuck Norris, Dennis Condry. Who's Dennis Condry? I'll have to look up Dennis Condry. I don't know who that is. Where's my mouse pointer? The name does ring a bell. Who's Dennis Condry? It's wrestler. All right. I didn't know him. I didn't know Dennis Condry. It was before my time. But I probably heard him mentioned at some point. But yeah. Somebody else has died as well. Somebody over here, some actress or TV presenter passed away, but I didn't know her. Just says, I'm not going to see Doomsday. No, I'm not until it comes out on streaming. Unless my son wants to go see it. Everybody's singing the praises of Project Hail Mary at the minute, aren't they? So, anyway, I'm not going to get to see that either. I bet it's rubbish. I'm just jealous because I can't go see it. Saying that though, I've heard people comparing it to Arrival. Denis Villeneuve's Arrival, which I didn't like. Didn't like that film at all. I have no idea what that music's from. It says it's just a Star Trek episode of Project Hail Mary. Hail Mary was a good book. Seeing it this Friday. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. But the book written by the same fellow that did The Martian, which I've also not read, which again was a film I thought were overrated, but it were all right. Wingrace Ninja Turtles theme song. Ha ha ha. Well, you never know, it might have been. Just in the picture looks like Anne Bancroft. Okay. Fair enough. I can't think what Anne Bancroft looks like. Was it her in The Graduate? I can't remember. Let's see what Anne Bancroft looks like. I know her, obviously, but I'm thinking what I've seen her in. Anne Bancroft, American actress. Oh, there we go. Yes, she does, actually. Yes, she does. Was she in The Graduate? Yes, she was. Yes, see. See. Oh, she was in The Elephant Man as well. I didn't know that. And G.I. Jane. I've never seen G.I. Jane. With Demi Moore. Anyway, where were we? My glasses are sliding down my nose. She was married to Mel Brooks, I think. Oh. Do you think Spaceballs 2 is going to be like, speaking of Mel Brooks, is it going to be funny? Justin says you are a very good artist. I'm not. I'm too lazy to be a good artist. But I enjoy doing it, so that's why I do it. I like drawing. Been drawing for my son tonight. He has me drawing monsters for him and stuff like that. So I get lots of practice. So I should be better, really. Like I say, I'm too lazy. I just block colour in bits, and then, whereas a proper artist would be like, drawing every single thread on the fabric up close with a bloody magnifying glass. Ingrid says, speaking of Mel, Spaceballs 2. Never mind. Yes. Is it gonna be funny, Spaceballs 2? Because I don't know how much input Mel Brooks has got, but it's what's his face, isn't it? I forgot his name. The snowman fella. I forgot his bloody name now. Gad. Is it Gad? What's his first name? I can't remember. Josh Gad? It must be, because everybody in America's called Josh. It's him, innit? And is he funny? I don't know. I've only seen him in, like, the occasional skit. And what did I see him in? What was it now? Go that way. What was it now? Wonder Man. He were in Wonder Man, wasn't he? So he were alright. He were alright in that. I didn't mind that. But, anyway. Quite liked Wonder Man, I must admit. I thought that were alright. Thought it was entertaining. Everyone's going to tell me now it was rubbish. Just says, I don't think it will be made. I thought they were making it. Or is it still in like development? I don't know. And Justice, all the hate Scary Movie 6, is it 7 now, isn't it, I think? Anyway, is getting, I think they may pass on it. Alright. Why is that connected to Spaceballs? Too? I don't know. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, yes, he was in Beauty and the Beast, wasn't he? Yes, he played the little fella, didn't he? Wonder Man Pixels. That's a film I didn't mind, Pixels. I've got that on Blu-ray. Weird, aren't I? Murder on the Orient Express. I've not seen it. Which one? Was that the first one of that batch of films? I started watching it and it annoyed me, so I turned it off. Winger says Wonder Man was good. Ghostbusters Afterlife he was in. Was he in that as well? I genuinely don't remember that. The comedy style. Oh, right. Of what? Anyway, so we'll see what happens, won't we? That's all we can do. Still waiting for an insider to give me a scoop on something. Just says you can't make fun of anything. That was true, wasn't it? That's it. Till recently, but it's starting to. We're starting to get funnier stuff now. You know, more. What's the word? Bawdy comedy, aren't we? I mean, we've got Scary Movie, haven't we? Did you say that actually? Or would it scream a Scary Movie? You said I can't scroll down. Can I? That. Oh, Scary Movie, you said. Oh, yeah, Scary Movie, yes, not Scream. Yeah, Scream 7, isn't it? We're up to Scary Movie 6, yes, right. Right, I see what you mean now. It's me being an idiot. I'm dead thick. Spaceballs, that comedy style, you can't do that anymore. I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens. Because they did the Naked Gun, didn't they? They did kind of a reboot, whatever you want to call it, sequel-ish of that. I've still not got around to watching it, but I've heard it's not bad. I've heard it's not bad, but I've not seen it, so I can't comment on it. Well, I could, but I haven't seen it. So what's the point? I'm sliding over this way, and put my chair back over here a bit. There's been a lot of news recently. Hang on, sorry. Winger says, hang on, where are we? I've lost track of the chat. Let's go back over here. Winger says, I mean, the Ted TV show is all the stuff you can't do anymore. I've not seen it. I didn't like Ted 2, so I didn't really bother looking up the TV show. I liked the first Ted film, though. But anyway. Winger says, so I'm sure Naked Gun is similar. Justin says, I don't really see movies changing much. They're doubling down on the way it's been. Oh, right. I said I don't see a lot of films these days. I did watch is it The War Machine? It's War Machine. I watched War Machine on Netflix recently. That was good. I quite enjoyed that. Don't know what that's got to do with our conversation, but I just thought I'd mention it. I was tempted to do a review and then I couldn't be bothered. Naked Gun was good, but it was tame, though, compared to before. Nah, fair enough. Fair enough. Winger says they make fun of Ted 2 in the show. Alright. They say Ted goes on to have a movie and a sequel you shouldn't watch. Which is true. Because the sequel was terrible. I bet Seth MacFarlane sings in the bugger though, doesn't he? Can't help himself. Worse than me. And I can sing properly. Like. Which way am I going? That way. Right. I was going to say something, and I forgot what it was. Oh, aye, that was it. There's been like I've seen like, is it news reports or whatever? I've seen it on YouTube's that I forgot what generation we're in now. Is it Gen Z that we're in now? I can't remember. Is it Gen Alpha? I don't know. But anyway, I think it's Gen Z kids are starting to turn their back on, the woke stuff and all that came up because of millennials, I suppose, and the Gen Z kids are starting to move away from that. So in another few years, when that generation matures a bit more and starts making the films and TV shows, then maybe we'll get back to normal. Maybe we will. But who knows? Not me. That's for certain. Wingray says, I know kids who are like 24 who call everything gay, the R word, everything that was popular back in the 90s. So there you go, you see. It's all coming round again. Things always come back into fashion, don't they? Like flares and big massive collars and stuff like that. It all comes back around, and calling people the R word, which we'll be able to say again one day. Hopefully. Because there's nothing like a good insult. And calling somebody a retard. I said it, yay! That's me off YouTube forever. Thank God. Oh, my son's just shouted down the stairs, underpants. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear him or not. Pound's falling off me thing. I do need to get a proper stand. I really, really do. Or something. I need to sort something out. Justin's laughing at me. Oh, why haven't I done that? Why haven't I finished off her necklace, her pirate necklace? I'm not going to comment when Grace says Justin. No. Alright. Some more. Yeah, okay. I won't tell you what you asked for. When I'm done. Will that do? Will that look alright? That do for that? Well, it's not done. I mean, ooh, cramp. Don't let Steve See that? You'll be... Oh, Steve... Oh, Steve Shives. You'll be banned, cancelled, because they're saying it about me. Where's my rag? It's there. Right. Oh, well, me. All I know about Steve Shives, he reminds me of Billy Crystal. I think I've said that before, haven't I? He says, I love Steve, but he gets too worked up on stuff. I don't watch a lot of his... I watch occasionally. I'll watch one of his feeds, but it's not very often. As I said, he reminds me of Billy Crystal. I'm sure he's a lovely fella. I watch him, but will never make any comments on his page. You probably don't read him anyway. Wingray says, I like him. Generally, only the Trek stuff. I don't watch much of his other content. I didn't know he did other stuff. I thought he just did Star Trek stuff. That's all I've ever seen of his. well, he does a video once a month that he's just reacting to comments. Oh, right, fair enough. I've considered doing that if I had them myself. I think the latest thing for people to do is do videos about the troll comments. You know, the nasty comments that they get on the channels. People seem to enjoy those. I always said don't feed the trolls. So it's always said, oh, we shouldn't really do videos about them because they'd be getting off on it. Where's my thingy? Balance there while I sort this out. Trek, MacGyver, Batman and Superman stuff, politics, and a lot of random things. I like him also. Just disagree at times. I love Steve. Because I get plenty of those, but they aren't that exciting. Usually copy paste stuff that's spelled wrong. Oh, I win, Grace. He commented on an old video of mine the other day. He just said him Zardy, and I don't get it. I don't know why you said it. It was an outtake, wasn't it? An outtake video I did. And he just commented him Zardy. Anyway. Just says, I don't like hateful comments, but respectful, different opinions are fine. Yes, that's I don't like. Like I said, trolls that just say nasty things just for the sake of it. You know, it's just not nice, is it? Some people just like hurting other people's feelings, don't they, sometimes? But, you know, what can you do? There are a-holes in the world. The word Imzadi was showing in the video, was it? Oh, I don't know why it was there. Oh, right. I never noticed, to be honest. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I can't remember. Let's have a look. Scroll down there. Where are we? Come on. Where are you? Where's Wingray saying Imzadi to me? There it is. Blah 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 bloopers. Hey, sorry. Shut up, you silly old bugger. I'm just looking. Where's it say? Ooh. Where's it say Imzadi? I don't see Imzadi anywhere. Oh dear. It says search Mr. Blobby on mine for some reason. I don't know. I'll just chalk that one up to Wingrace being weird. Oh dear. It must have been an article you were reading in it. I don't know. Just it says Imzadi's a good Star Trek novel. I've not read it. Not read it. I think it's one I've deliberately avoided to be honest. What am I doing? Oh, yes, doing this hand. I forgot what I was doing there. I lost track of what I was doing. Imprint above your head. No, it isn't. I just looked. Imprint above your head. Hey? So I'm going to have to go back now. Imprint above my head. No, it doesn't say. There's nothing imprint above my head. On that video. I'm wearing my toy G cap. Oh, hang on. Oh, I see there. Arable yeah. I don't know what that was. Yeah, it was obviously something in an article that was behind me. It looks like arable hymns. I don't know. Right, yes. It was there for like a fraction of a second. It's back again now. Right. Yes. Arable Imzadi. Yeah, it was obviously, yes, fair enough. Right. Okay. Never even noticed. Because it were an outtake. I don't save outtakes anymore. Because I didn't know it was old. It was recommended to me like a new video. It was a couple of years old, isn't it? Just he says, Angry Berry, if there was a show Steve S would not watch. Just as I'm very opinionated. An Imzadi show. I just didn't find the Will Riker, Deanna Troy romance very compelling, to be honest. I've never been a Deanna Troy fan. I mean, they were essentially Decker and Ilea, weren't they? Essentially, just transferred over to the 24th century, along with the theme tune. I mean, Grace has got both Imzadi books, but hasn't read them. I've probably got it on that Kindle. You know, that Kindle that I can't find. I've put somewhere. I said I'd like loads of Star Trek books on that. And I can't find the bugger. Well, it'll do. It'll do. I've had enough. Justy says, I like their romance, but the one I wanted was Archer and T'Pol. Trip, not a fan. Oh, come on, Trip were nice. Trip were nice, and T'Pol loved him. Bless her. Zoom out a bit. There we go. So that's my picture done. Balance it there. Balance your thing. Oh, where you going? Balance. I need a proper stand. Oh dear. There we go. See a bit better there with a bit of taken off it. It's not reflective. Anywho, there we go. It'll do. It'll do. I'll scan it in. I don't think it's a very good likeness of the actual picture, but never mind. Who cares? Not I. Right. So, we'll call it quits. Ingrid says, I hated Archer and T'Pol. Don't want my captain dating the crew. He never really dated her, though, did he? There was mutual respect, wasn't there, between them, eventually. What does that say? Messages held for review. What you saying, Justin? Oh, I wonder why that were held. It's got to use the word enemy and agent. I don't know. Trip is a Section 31 agent. He's the enemy. Hey, don't say that. But justice for Trip. Trip isn't dead. Anyway. Right. So that's that picture done. Oh, that's a bit better. Zoom out a bit further. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Which way am I going? There we go. That looks alright. It's actually one of the better ones I've done, isn't it, I think? To be completely honest. It's one of the better ones I've done. So I'm quite happy with that. So we'll leave it there. I won't faff with it anymore. I won't faff with it anymore. Right, so I'll just close that camera down and we'll go back to that one and I will make myself big again. There we go. There we go. Got my UFO t-shirt on, by the way, even though we're not talking about UFOs. Wingrid says, I mean, if they had gone there. Alright, fair enough. I mean, they kind of did, didn't they, in that alternate future in season 3. I forgot what the name of the episode was, but I did like it. The one where the Enterprise gets destroyed, doesn't it? So that can go back in time. It was a little bit like The Visitor, wasn't it, from Deep Space Nine, but with Captain Archer. But anyway, just says they're putting me on a list. I think we're all on a list of some sort. Notice I've got my bandana on, by the way. So my peak and my cap wasn't showing on the camera. Right, so we will call it quits there. So thanks Justin and Wingrace and all the other members that joined in. Justin says it would have been a great romance. It probably would, yes, it probably would. But it wasn't. Thank goodness. But anyway. Right, so I mean, he did have a kind of a romance with Hoshi, didn't he? But in the mirror universe. Anyway. But it ended up being Hoshi and Travis in the mirror universe, didn't it? Ruling the Terran Empire. Right. Call it quits. We're done and dusted. So we'll leave it there. Tomorrow's Magnificent Mondays is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, isn't it? So that should be fun. I should have watched that today. I forgot. I should have watched the Blu-ray with all the special features on. I'm going to have to watch it now. I forgot all about it. I didn't realise the time. But anyway. Right, so we'll leave it there. So thanks, Winnie Grace, and thanks, Justin, for keeping me company while I draw a picture, which I'm actually quite proud of. I'm actually quite proud of that picture. There we go. Does it look okay? It looks okay to me. I will scan that in and put it in the community section. Justin says, you in a better mood? That ruined the mirror for me, that episode. In Enterprise, through a mirror dark, or in a mirror darkly. It was amazing. I loved that episode. It's one of my favourite two-parters. I loved that. I thought it was great stuff. But anyway, because it brought things from all different parts of Star Trek together, and it was cool. Even Tholian Web and all that stuff. Anyway, so we'll leave it there. So, right, I'm going now. So, thanks for watching, and wherever you are, out there in the wide blue yonder, look after each other, and until next time, I'll see thee. That old Yorkshire Geek with stories